All right. Looks like we're live. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. I almost forgot what day of the week it is. I know it's Tuesday though, because my trash cans were picked up this morning. So it's trash day. Hopefully we won't have any ruckus or noise going on outside my home studio here, which is where the trash cans normally are placed. Anyway, it is Tuesday, and we are approaching the bottom of the hour when we begin our daily live training. And this is now, wow, we're in our sixth week of doing this. Six weeks, so it's exciting. And I'll tell you, it's been fun and interesting being consistent with this. So without further ado, it is 9:30, and I am going to shut my phone off. Hold on. There we go. Just starting to buzz on me. Okay. So my name is Brian Williams, and I'm the founder of a company called Real Appointments. We generate guaranteed sales appointments for our business-to-business clients. And each morning we go live and teach a little bit about our process to help you implement and get results for yourself. So today is no different. So with that, I'm going to introduce my co-host, who is behind the black curtain somewhere. There he is. Hi, Ronan.
Here he is.
There he is. How you doing?
Good. It's Tuesday. It's another wonderful day in most parts of the country. And, it is what it is. But we are here today for the three power, what do we call it?
3-point power profile. We come up with these names specifically so we get tongue-tied.
The irony is that I've been saying it for the last 6 weeks, and here I get all tied up. But it really is important, because right now, to me, Monday, the message to market match is the most important thing, because it really grabs people. But then everything else that we're going to talk about today also adds to that. It's sort of like that first impression you get when you meet the receptionist, and she's kind of represents the company for that moment. So this is where we're at. So the 3-part power profile and 3-point power profile, right? I get that right.
You got it. Yeah.
Anyway,
I need more coffee
around here, but let's get to it, because it's really just some powerful stuff.
There you go. And just as a reminder, please put comments in the comment box below and ask questions. We're happy to answer questions here live while we're going through this. And like Ronan said, each training this week builds upon each other. So yesterday we set the table, if you will, with the market to message match. And now that we have that, we're now going to implement what we learned yesterday and actually make it come to life on our LinkedIn profile, specifically today. So thank you so much. I will have fun. And what's interesting is Ronan and I were just on a call with one of our East Coast clients earlier this morning, like 7 a.m. our time. Woo. And we were talking about their profile a bit, and they have, I'm not going to show it, but because especially after what I'm about to say, but the person's profile that we're going to be using to launch a campaign with desperately needs an overhaul. And one of the areas that it needs an overhaul with is the number one thing that we're going to talk about, which is your profile photo. And we were asked, can we launch the campaign if we don't have time to get the professional photographer out yet to upgrade this CEO's photo? And we're like, well, kind of. But I think the word I used was, what was the word I used? I said, it's just not, it's not good. So we really highly recommend it. So the 3 points are your profile photo, which I just mentioned. Number 2 is your headline. And number 3 is your cover image, that big kind of rectangular looking image above everything that you see across most of the social media. In fact, pretty much all of the social media profiles that you may have. So with that, Ronan, let's go ahead and share my screen, and I'm going to walk through those things in a little bit more detail. So here's a screenshot of Ronan's LinkedIn page, And I want you to draw your attention to his profile photo, his face, and just point out a few things. You might want to write these down so you don't forget that we look to do in making sure we have a good image. Number one is it's a close-up shot, well lit, of your face, right? It's not a full body shot. We don't want other people in the shot, right? It's just of you. We've seen all kinds of different things that people try to do with their profile photos to make it look fun or interesting. But the reality is this image oftentimes shows up so small that if it's not a real well lit close-up shot of your face, oftentimes people are just not going to see it if you have like two people in there or something like that. So, or a full body shot. So make sure it's that. Number two, nothing distracting in the background, right? You want that to be a black background, a white background, a gray background, like you see here with Ronan. We see a lot of profile photos that have interesting looking backgrounds, but that's not the point of this image. The point is to stay focused on you and your face. No bookcases in the background, no wildlife or plant life in the background, right? Just nice, plain, clean, so that the focus is on you. And then the third point I want to make is whatever facial expression you decide to have in your photo, you want to make sure that it's inviting to people that you are going to want to meet with, and have a smile of some kind, right? So and your smile can reflect whatever personality is going to show up when you end up meeting somebody. So in Ronan's case, he's got a subtle smile and inviting, and that represents his, somewhat lower energy personality than mine. Okay. Not that Ronan is lacking in energy, but my personality, as you can tell just from listening to me these few minutes, is a little bit higher energy. So my profile photo, which you'll see a little bit later on here, my smile is a little different than Ronan's, but the rest of it has all the same characteristics. So those are what the kind of main points that you want to consider when it comes to your profile photo. If you can have a professional make your profile photo, keep it current and updated. But at a minimum, at least apply these points that I've mentioned to you. All right, the next part of your 3-point power profile is your headline, and you can update your headlines on most, in fact, I think all social media platforms. LinkedIn is no exception. Here is another screenshot. This happens to be of a client of ours, and I just want to point out his headline. Right, his headline is not what comes standard, right? What comes standard with LinkedIn is your title and your business name, right? So in this case, had we not updated Joe's headline, it would have said CEO of Cash Media Works, which is his video production agency, which doesn't really tell anybody what Joe's about or who he wants to meet. And so you want to update your headline with the tool that we actually showed yesterday, which is our market to message match tool. So I'm not going to repeat that today, but at least make sure that you're speaking to who you want to meet in your headline and update that, right? But there's a little pencil icon when you're logged into your LinkedIn account that allows you to do that. And this headline is oftentimes the first thing somebody reads about you, especially on LinkedIn. There's some examples of this. For example, if you comment on a post, your headline is going to appear as part of that comment. If you make a connection request to somebody, your headline is going to appear as part automatically of that connection request. So if it just says your title and your company, the people that you're connecting with aren't going to necessarily know if they should even accept that connection request. So it really is important that you update it and make it meaningful. And if you want more education on that, there's two choices, actually. You can go back and listen to yesterday's call, or you can come to our deeper dive training this Friday at 11:30 a.m. Pacific time. And you just sign up at guaranteedsalesappointments.com. And it's a live Zoom meeting. And we'll go a lot deeper in not only these topics, but our entire process flow for how we guarantee sales appointments. All right. And let's get to the third part of the 3-point power profile. I'm repeating that over and over again today, Ronan, so that I don't ever miss it. But it is a tongue twister. And that is your cover image. So I'll show you a screenshot now of my current LinkedIn profile. and you can see that I have a customized cover image above me, above my profile photo. And the main thing is change it. Okay, we see so many. In fact, the same client that we were on with earlier today, who was a new client, also has the standard LinkedIn unupdated cover image, which is just amateur, right? It's not professional. So update your cover image with whatever it is you want to express. And I will change my cover image from time to time. So at this particular time, I am looking to get on more stages and speak and train and teach what we do. And so I have a picture of me in front of people at one of our workshops that we used to do when we had live events. Now I'm doing a lot more virtual events like this. So I have a picture there showing people that, hey, this is something about me. And then I just have some kind of I call it a success or victory shot of a guy on top. I think it's a guy anyway, on top of a mountain or something. And it also reflects a little bit of my own personality. Speaking of personality, I said I would point this out to you. If you look at my headshot, my profile shot, my smile, right, is a lot different than Ronan's, right? And I do that because I don't want people to be surprised when we meet or talk on the phone that I tend to have a little bit higher level of energy than they might have otherwise expected. So that is really those are the three things you want to absolutely, without any doubt, have updated, and it'll help you look a lot more professional. If you don't have all three of those updated in the way that I've described today, well, that would be a really good thing for you to do today. This doesn't have to take a long time. If you need a resource for making a custom cover image, simply go to Canva, canva.com. And you don't have to pay for the service. Their free version is good enough. And you'll be able to create, using either one of their templates or upload your own images and things like that, a custom cover image for your LinkedIn profile. So that's a tip if you're not familiar with using that tool. If you don't mind, Ronan, let's go back to full view here. All right, here we go. Hey, Kathy. Hi. Thank you for the comment on my smile. Yeah, when I had those photographs made, and I had different facial expressions, and I kept going back to that one, and it just kind of stuck. So now I'm seen in photographs often with that similar type of a smile. So that's really the heart of it here, Ronan. I would encourage everybody, if you want to get the other insights as to what you can and should do with your LinkedIn profile specifically, please come and join us this Friday at guaranteedsalesappointments.com. You do need to register there. It's free, but it does reserve your seat. We do limit it to no more than 20 attendees. We haven't yet had that many for full transparency, but it's possible. We keep getting more and more each time we host them. So if you want to reserve your spot, just register there, and you'll get invited to our private Zoom meeting for this Friday.
So I just want to say that I'm normal energy.
I had a feeling you'd come back to me with some kind of a comment after I said that. So you're normal energy. Yeah.
Maybe Jeb Bush is low energy, but
I didn't mean to imply low energy. Lower. I think my exact words were lower energy than me.
Just want to be clear. Want to be clear, because I actually do have some energy, and yes, you are high energy. So keep it up.
Or you could say I have unusual energy.
yes, this crazy aura.
Yes.
But great. But that was really good because, really tied up everything that yesterday we talked about the headline. Today we talked about the other parts of that present a professional image of who it is that you want to be, right? On not like anything inauthentic, but an authentic version of who you want to be and how you want to present yourself. Just like you would wear a suit to a meeting, or you dress appropriately, you're sort of dressing up your profile to be appropriate for what it is that you're trying to do. And these are simple things. I know sometimes it can be a an expense and a challenge to go get a professional headshot done, but it's worth it, and do it on a regular basis because you change, and you don't want your picture from 30 years ago and people go, oh, So yeah,
and they niche and they're like,
yeah. I see realtors do that all the time. So I just had to say that. But that's it's an important thing. And then tomorrow we're going to get into the messaging, right? So the messaging is all about getting out and talking to other people and getting you out there so they come back and connect with you and engage with you. Well, today is setting yourself up in that suit so you can go out in the world and let them know who you are.
That's right. Great wrap up.
Thank you. And we'll see everybody tomorrow. And don't forget, guaranteedsalesappointments.com, register, and we'll do a much deeper training than what we've got here today.
Excellent.
All right. Bye, everybody.